Hello and welcome to Such the Reality. I'm Nana Sareen and you're watching the Reality Rundown where we bring you the top headlines of the day. Amidst the election mood creeping the length and breadth of India, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is all set to hold a massive roadshow in Guwahati on April 29th. The event featuring Amit Shah is expected to attract a large number of supporters and it is intended to reach out to the electorate just ahead of the third phase of the Lok Sabha election 2024. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma confirmed the Union Home Minister's visit to Guwahati on April 29th. Providing insights into the event's arrangements, the Assam Chief Minister revealed that the Grand Roadshow will take place between the Cycle Factory and the Lal Ganesh area of the city. 3 persons, including 2 forest guards, were killed and another person was injured in an attack by a wild elephant in Assam's Sonitpur district today. A wild elephant strayed into Dhirai Majuli village from nearby Dhikyajuli forest, trampled 3 persons to death on the spot and injured another employee of the forest department when the forest personnel were patrolling the area, West Tejpur Divisional Forest. The deceased have been identified as forest guards Koleshwar Boro and Viren Rabha and the local person as Jatin Tanti. Nasiruddin Sarkar, CRPF Jawan hailing from Bhilla in Borpeta, Assam, was murdered in a bomb attack perpetrated by armed miscreants in Bishnupur district. Nasiruddin Sarkar, residing in Bhilla's Banbaria village, had served in the 128th Battalion of the Central Reserve Police Force. Nasiruddin Sarkar's demise leaves behind his son Ajiruddin Sarkar, wife Amina Begum and Sukanya Najima Begum. As the family reeled from the loss of their loved one, Ajiruddin Sarkar voiced a plea to the government, urging support for his family in the wake of his father's death. A Bangladeshi child who accidentally entered India in the year 2021 was finally returned to his family in Jamalpur district, Bangladesh after 3 years. The District Legal Service Authority of South Salmara Mankachar played a crucial role in providing legal assistance and ensuring the safe repatriation of the child. The incident began in 2021 when the child accidentally entered India through the Indo-Bangla border in Mankachar, Assam. The Mankachar police rescued the child and initiated case number 892/2021 at the Mankachar police station. Subsequently, the child was placed under the care of Assam's Boko Child Protection Cell. A tribute-paying ceremony was solemnly held to honor the brave CRPF Jawan who sacrificed his life in the line of duty in Naran Sena, Manipur. The ceremony served as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by our armed forces in the face of adversity. The CRPF Jawan, along with another comrade, tragically lost their lives during an attack by Kuki militants that commenced at midnight and persisted until 2:15 am in the Naran Sena area of Manipur. Both personnel hailed from the CRPF's 128th Battalion, deployed in the Bishnupur district of Manipur. The Nagaland state government has taken decisive steps to address the escalating issue of illegal taxation, intimidation and summons faced by businessmen from Naga political groups. Amidst mounting pressure, the state government directed the Director General of Police and Commissioner Nagaland to implement stringent measures to combat the harassment faced by the business community. The directive urged prompt action from law enforcement agencies and emphasized the need to curb the menace of antisocial elements. In a tragic turn of events, a 33-year-old man identified as Leshram Prem was found deceased following a gunfight between 2 groups of Sinam Kong. The skirmish occurred on Friday night, straddling the border of Kangpokpi and Imphal East district. Adding to the turmoil, 2 CRPF personnel fell victim to an attack by suspected Kuki militants in the Naran Sena area, with the assault lasting from midnight till early morning. Security forces have been swiftly deployed to quell further escalation, but the spectre of unrest looms large over the affected areas. The CBI team engaged in a dialogue with the residents of Sandesh Khali concerning the ongoing land grabbing investigation. This interaction follows the CBI's previous call for locals to submit their complaints regarding land grabbing via email, indicating a concerted effort to gather comprehensive information and address community concerns. Now, the CBI is actively engaging with the complainants to further understand the nuances of the situation and gather valuable insights to aid in their investigation. Aam Aadmi Party MP Swati Maliwal, accompanied by MLAs Vinay Mishra and Rajesh Rishi, took to the streets of the West Delhi Lok Sabha area to rally support for Aam Aadmi Party Lok Sabha candidate Mahabal Mishra. This concerted effort underscores the party's commitment to canvassing extensively and mobilizing voters ahead of the upcoming elections. The presence of prominent party members signals a united front and amplifies the campaign's reach, aiming to sway voters in favor of Aam Aadmi Party's candidate. With seasoned politicians leading the charge, Aam Aadmi Party aims to secure a stronghold in the West Delhi constituency and bolster its position in the electoral landscape. As the forest fire encroached upon the vicinity of an Air Force station near Nainital, the Indian Air Force swiftly mobilized its aerial firefighting capability, employing a Mi-17V5 helicopter equipped with a bumpy bucket. The IAF initiated firefighting operations to contain the blaze and prevent its spread towards critical installations. This proactive response underscores the IAF's readiness to combat emergent threats and protect vital assets in collaboration with civil authorities. The utilization of specialized equipment and rapid deployment reflects the IAF's commitment to mitigating environmental hazards and safeguarding both life and infrastructure in the region.
Thank you. For more updates, keep watching Such the Reality.